entertainment. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Big hold to the 30, and all the way up to the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 10. Here is Eckler. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Of the gun, Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Broncos nothing. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon, and he'll be taken down right around the 27. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Get him. Get him. Get him. Smoke.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Lock on target to Fant for a Bronco 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll go jet sweep here with Sutton. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
35-yard line.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go. Set. 17. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Check. Alpha. Hey, watch your leg. Mike 42. Mike 42. I'm here all day. Mike 42. Mike 42.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not just niggas, but the ones that make you watch your step.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Lock going to hand it off here to Gordon. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty. but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Broncos nothing.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and now it's third down.
Incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
Sam Martin.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Second and 7 from the 20. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Charger ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Third and 2, Herbert. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Quick throw out to Gordon on the perimeter. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. He'll let this go deep for Sutton, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions, and guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 45. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
No gain on the play.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
6-yard line.
Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now Locke on the bootleg. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
31's the mic. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. All day.
From midfield, here's Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Second and 15. Clock looks to throw it again. Got Gordon open, completes it. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
This is the tight end fan. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on fourth down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Open man is Gordon, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 5-yard line.
One man in the backfield. That's Gordon. 2nd and goal. Block now to throw. And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown.
Noah Fant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to him a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game will just start all over.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Robbie Gould set to kick off.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, second and 11. The defense pushing the run game back on the first play of the third quarter.
But I don't think that means abandoning the run totally. Sometimes you just have to focus on execution, right? They always talk about players, not plays. Well, tell your players to block a little bit better, and maybe the ground game can get going.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. A quick throw outside by Locke. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
15 yards.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 38, Locke. This one complete to Troy Fumagalli. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
27-yard line.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver. Throwing again. Block. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the drive here that time. Look a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. It's Eckler again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Going on the ground with Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
At the 47-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Now Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's a completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him. And he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Okay, ready? 50 to mark, 50 to mark.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored, or do you show the yards per carry
I'm
first?
showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Gordon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead.
Brandon McManus.
Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Herbert on first down now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert, he's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
At the 35-yard line.
To throw it is Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
The Broncos on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Lining up for the extra point.
So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Green to bring it back. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you're talking about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Big chain, man, I like your respect. Give them more than what I get, expecting them to bet. In fact, I know I sat down with my accountant.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Herbert. Now they go screen. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Yeah, he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They snap it to Herbert. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Gold to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Chargers 28, Broncos 24. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
KJ Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
KJ Hamler.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's back to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Locke. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he...